Okay, this is a 2003 Hyundai Elantra. A few months ago, my heat selector control, I'm referring to this knob right here, it seemed to stop working, and there was only air that was flowing through the front vents here coming forward. So the floor and the defrost knob didn't seem to work. So it seemed to be stuck in one position. As I did some research on the internet, I found a posting that said most likely that it was the control here. Then after I looked at it a little bit closer, I realized that as you switch this control through the various positions, you can actually hear there's an actuator or actuators under the panel here that change the direction of the air. So as you switch through those, you can actually hear a sound. You're probably not hearing this on the video, but you can hear a sound as you click through each of these positions. So as I come back around, you can hear an audible noise from like I say, underneath the So I didn't realize, but what I've done, I've already replaced the controller. So it is working now in all of the positions. I found the part from a supplier on the internet. So this is the part I actually replaced. It's called I don't know if you can read that. It's called oh, there it goes. It's a switch assay mode. I think I paid $24 for this on eBay. So this is a brand new part. And I wasn't sure how to go about this. They talked about actually, pulling this whole plastic off the control or the front panel off. But what I've done is I found that I could just actually pull part of it off, and then maneuver the control from behind there. And to get this out of place, what I did is there's actually only 4 screws holding it in place. Maybe I'll do this in reverse. As I put it back in place, I'll continue this video. So what I did is I pulled part of the panel off. I was able to pull this off. And then the part I needed to replace is the switch assay. It just sits right behind here. And anyway, the first thing I did is I just unplugged it from the control panel and plugged in the new part. And then when I did that, I could see that it was working. And then I pulled the complete box out, or the control out. The wires back here, they just easily, there's just a little release that you push down, and once you push that down, those will just pull out. So I pulled this whole whole heating control box, I don't know what you call it. I pulled it out, and then there were just 2 screws that there's just actually 2 screws that held that in place. And so you just pop the wires off, put this back in place, and anyway, it's working. So I thought I'd share this. This is the first time I've posted a video. I hardly ever work on a car, so I don't really know a lot about it. I don't know if I'm using the correct vocabulary, but to begin with, I guess I didn't say that all of the controls were working, all of the separate controls, the heat, the air conditioning, everything was working. The only thing that wasn't working was that it seemed like, the heat or the airflow was just stuck coming forward out of these vents. Of course, as we're approaching winter now, wouldn't be able to defrost the windows, so I needed to get this repaired. I'm actually in the process of selling this car. So anyway, that's what I did, and I'll maybe show a little bit more. So I was able to just actually, I won't be able to do it and hold the camera, just to maneuver this behind the trim here. I'm not sure what you call it, and then this is held in place with 4 screws. I don't know if I can pause this video now, and I'll do that, and I'll show it back in place.